So the IMF highlighted XRPL in a report on tokenization and digital payments and says that since banks are increasingly starting to use public blockchains for tokenized assets, that XRPL will be part of growing institutional adoption on blockchain technology. However, they're still pretty concerned about how fast tokenization will change the markets as far as speed, efficiency, and everything in between, and potentially cause market shocks. Oh, well, that's what happens when you get brand new technology. Billionaire co-founder of Ripple, Chris Larsen, invested in a startup founded by Senator Kristen Gilbert's son, the American Perpetuals Exchange, a derivatives trading company, and there's a lot of controversy about that. Allegedly, she has no type of influence or involvement with it, but if you take a look at all the Trump stuff, I don't believe any of these public servants. I mean, even look at Ro Khanna, Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi. It's prevalent on both sides. And that's also what's kind of holding the clarity up right now, is Trump profiting so much off of crypto, even though he states he had nothing to do with it or didn't know. But people are saying that Clarity has a 60% chance to get approved in July. However, I don't believe it. But one thing I will say is the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, NOBLE, endorsed the Clarity Act, and they came out and said that the legislation protects law enforcement powers, including AML enforcement, and other law enforcement bodies are like, no, it doesn't. So the fact that we actually have one coming out and saying that it does, that's good, and it should push Democrats to sign off on Clarity. Paul Atkins from the SEC came out saying that the SEC is advancing Project Crypto to modernize digital asset regulation. Slegg from the CFTC went out and slammed Chicago, Illinois, for the 0.02% tax on crypto transactions. It could be from wallet to wallet. And that's leadership to me, baby. Securitize brought its new NYSE listed stock, SECZ, on chain to Solana. Solana is absolutely slaying when it comes to tokenization, RWAs. Also, y'all remember the big stablecoin announcement that had Ripple, Coinbase, MetaMask, everyone in between? Well, Korean firms formally denied joining Open USD Alliance. They're just basically building for interoperability. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Also, BNB Chain and AWS launch BNB Agent Studio for autonomous AI agents. Okay, bye.